Good morning, everybody. The respectable to everyone who present this occasion. In advance, I'd like to thank you for allowing me to ask the speaker today. I'm Balqis Azzahra from the University of Pamulan. Well, ladies and gentlemen, when you hear the word rape and sexual harassment, what comes into your mind? You are exactly things disgraceful to women, and the perpetrator should be getting a punishment. And how the word about victim blaming? Today, I'm going to tell you why. Indonesia is the country it still underestimates and victim blaming of sexual harassment. Perhaps this statement surprised you, but this is what happens in our country, where a lack of empathy. For example, I take case the victim blaming of sexual harassment. This case happens to the singer Via Valen. In the column commentar on her Instagram accounts, there are still many bad comments, the stigma and the prejudice the victim. The netizens blame her, and perhaps in prejudice her in fighting the incident. Is our country safe for the victim? It seems our country is an emergency for the word of safety for victim. In this case, we must realize these cases of sexual harassment in our country are increasing. In 2020, where the pandemic occurred, Women Commission, all we know is Komnas Perempuan, report of the case in 4,898 cases. But this only been reported. And then how many of these cases have not been reported our Indonesian society? If we are letting victim blaming constantly, it will become a culture. Perhaps you have heard the analogy of cat and fish. Like a cat, if you are given a fish, it will at least be sniffed or eaten by a cat. Or perhaps with this statement, the victim wears a dress in tight and short. The victim dress is in fighting the perpetrators. Or the victim blaming of going home alone late at night. The previous statements is a popular analogy if there are any incidents of rape and sexual harassment. Their taking opinions in these cases, wearing with closed dress has been regulated in religion and even etiquette or manners how to dress. The culture of this country also recommends it. Our country was surely upholding religious values, norms, etiquette, or manners. It becomes quite for our lives, including the procedure for dress. But our society forgets about empathy and the humanity, including moral matters in it. Based on BBC News, Indonesia revealed the facts in the case of sexual harassment, mostly nothing related to tight and short dress or go home late at night, because many victims who do not wear short and tight dresses or wearing a hijab even in daylight are also become victim. The second fact, in this case, does not only happen to women and adults, but also all genders, most fatal. This also happens to the children. The locations also occurs in public place, the home environment, the school environment, and recently any news occurred in place of worship, wherever and whenever you are, this crime be able to harm you and your family. Why? There are so many Indonesian societies that still underestimate and blaming the victims of sexual harassment. I think victim blaming is also criminal because victim blaming just the same as killing slowly the victim mental, destroying the psychological condition of the victim until the victim of this violence get depressions and even more fatal to suicide. That's things killing without touch. We should be more aware of this and thinking wisely. So put the deepest empathy and don't put down bad comments on social media or in real life to the victim. Let's together treat the victims as victims for our future generations. So on, this victim blaming does not become a culture. I think that's all. I wish my speech given the benefits for ours and thank you for your attentions. Have a great day.